as a PLC, Craig, Jeremy, and I chose to work at the lake and to see how we could bring the lake to our classrooms. Craig and I, having been here for a while, do not always utilize it as well as we thought maybe we should, and Jeremy was keen to get out there and do things. So our goals in producing and this PowerPoint or keynote or Google slideshow was to self-educate about the local systems, to build community with our local landowners and our neighbors, to help promote the student research on our local aspects that are close by, and to increase awareness of our beauty and our campus resources as well.
So this Google slide is what we put together. So I'll just walk you through it. So as we called it, a guide and reflection to using the lake as a teaching resource. Now here, if you click on this will give you a map of the lake and sort of the layout, like how far it is from school and sort of like the general geography of the lake. So that would be your first sort of point of contact. From here, we put together some of the flora and fauna that you can see. The way the lake is set up, birds are the most accessible, but as you walk, you can't see snakes swimming. You can hear frogs, and there are some insects that are more visible, but birds are really the main thing. And then there is also some aquatic plants that could be good for either observing or even studying. But have a click through those pictures, and that gives you a good idea of what you can see over at the lake. Now this is sort of the key to getting over there is it's the logistics. Now we put this together in 4 easy steps that you can do it, that will take care of all your practical and all your safety planning decisions. So if you follow those 4 steps within about 36 hours, you can easily take your class over there. Here, if you were to find that the lake maybe is just not feasible due to time or even your interest, we have lots on campus here. And these slides outline all of the outdoor biological or ecological resources that you can use here on campus. So by clicking this link, you'll be able to see everything that's within about 200 to 300 meters from you right here. Now, the 3 of us teach biology and chemistry in the high school. So how we see the lake and how we see the resources here on campus might be different to how you see them. So we've created this Padlet page. If you were to click on that, I think this would be a great way for all grades, from pre-kinder right up to IB2, to sort of share how they could either use these resources independently or even collaborate between different classes. But I think it's important to put all those options out there so we get a chance to see how everyone could use it. And I think that would spark further uses that we've not even considered. And finally, sorry.
All right, and I'm just going to kind of do a little summary reflection for the 3 of us of how we feel about it. So it was a good learning process for myself, learning how to get down to the lake, how to access it, and also going through the brainstorming of how I would actually use this in my classroom. Now, since we started this project at the beginning of the year, I haven't yet used it. In fact, none of us have, but it doesn't mean that it couldn't be used. And I'm continuing kind of thinking about where I might use this in my own class. One of the issues are the limitations of getting down to the lake. It is only open for certain hours. You'll find that information within the PowerPoint. You do have to contact Prem, and he has to contact someone else to make sure that someone is there to let you into the lake. And unfortunately, when you get there, they've fenced off most of it, so you can't get direct water access, which would be really useful for my class. On one day, we took some students to the local farm next to the lake, and unfortunately, the owner himself didn't meet us there, and we realized it just wasn't as much of a priority to strengthen that community bond and relationship with the community around the school for them as it was for us. And the person that we met with just wasn't all that knowledgeable, although we did have a translator and could talk to him a little bit. So if you were ambitious and knew what you wanted to do, it's definitely a valuable resource, but it will take some time, and it's not as easy as it could be, because although it's close to the school, it's still roughly 1 kilometer away, so you do have to kind of plan ahead and try to get over there with your students. All in all, I think that it was a really good project to put together, because at least now there's a tangible resource for future teachers at the school, whereby people can find all the logistics, the pictures, the map, species that are found at the lake, and additionally, the resources that are right here on our campus at CIS. We have a lot going on that if you didn't have as much time, you could use those resources. So now we have a nice document where you can get all of the information about local resources on campus and outside of the lake in one location. So I think that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, we think this PLC was a success.
For sure. So enjoy, and wish you the luck using this resource.